If you stay fearful and if you stay stuck, you will have nothing to show for it.
There's a reason why you haven't accomplished your goals thus far.
Hey girls! Alright, so today's video is going to be all about how to become the best version of yourself. I personally feel this year is all about that. Every year is about that, but this year things are going to change for the better. So let us give you some tips and tricks on how to make that a reality
in 2025. So for those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Jessie.
And I'm Crystal.
And we're two sisters who are very into beauty, fashion, lifestyle, girl talk, and a little bit of nursing on the side.
Alright, so let's get into this video. So we compiled a list of tips and tricks that are going to help you become the best version of yourself. Number one is look at the people you surround yourself with. So it's very important that you have family, friends, anybody that's in your circle that can inspire you to keep on going, inspire you to think outside the box, inspire you to go against the grain and be outside your comfort zone. If you feel like all of your friends are staying stagnant and not going after their goals and just sitting idle, then maybe it's time for you to find people you feel are more aligned or in the area that you want to be in life. I personally feel I have a good circle of people around me, and it wasn't until I started to have friends who inspired me and were doing things that I wanted to do that I got more of a fire under my belt.
So for the first thing you want to do is set goals for yourself in order to transform yourself into the woman that you would like to be. When you're setting those goals for yourself, you want to be able to identify the self-sabotaging behaviors that you have been engaging in that have been deterring you from accomplishing your goals. There's a reason why you haven't accomplished your goals thus far. And I think we have to be honest with ourselves when we're experiencing imposter syndrome and be able to look ourselves in the eye and identify the self-sabotaging behaviors that we're engaging in that are hindering us from making our goals. So create a list with 2 columns. One that lists your 10 biggest goals for the quarter or for the year. And then you have to sit down and you have to identify the things that you're doing that are in direct opposition to those goals. But you have to identify those roadblocks before you're going to be able to accomplish anything.
So next on my list is change your mindset from a negative, insecure, comparative one to a positive, inspired one. So when you look at other people and you see them doing what you want to do or in areas close to where you want to be, try and be mindful of what goes on in your head when you see those things. If you find that you're constantly thinking, I wish that was me, or why her, why him, or if I did this, then I'd be here, stop that. Like, staying in the past, one, doesn't do anything for you. Stay in the present and stay in the future. Stay in the present.
Focus on the present. Enjoy what's happening now.
And think of the future. And then when you see people doing what you want to do, instead of having a victim mindset and thinking, woe is me, use that as inspiration. And the fact that you have those goals and you have those dreams means it's for you. So it's in the cards for you. You just have to go after it. And one way you can work on this is with social media. So if you find that you're one of those people that straight off the wake up, you're opening up Instagram, you're opening up Twitter, I strongly advise against that. Don't start your day consuming other people's thoughts and looking at other people's lives. Focus on you. If you want to focus on your future and your goals and write how you're going to accomplish your goals, whatever way you want to spend your time, take that time for you. After you do that and you center yourself, then you can look at Instagram and all those other social media apps, and other people's lives won't impact you so much. Use the start of your day to set your mindset.
Period. Just to go off of that, I think that's a really big one, because sometimes, especially when you want to grow your social media following, obviously social media is something that you have to be on in order to grow your following. Sometimes it can be kind of hard or discouraging when you see people who are where you want to be or doing better than you if you're in that comparative mindset. Yeah, it can be difficult sometimes because I know I've had periods of time where I would be on social media and I have to unfollow some of my favorite baddies because I was in that mindset where it was like they're in a certain place that I want to be in, and I was feeling insecure. And you just can't think that way. And you have to find a way to like draw inspiration from those people. You can't let them, whoever, the haters, like the devil, I don't know, but you can't let them get you down. Another thing that like I've had to learn, and I'm continuing to learn, is to speak up with confidence. It has to be a daily practice. So that means taking the time to like state your opinions more, even if someone didn't ask you, being more outspoken. Maybe this is not a problem for everybody, but for my shy girlies, like sometimes, you know, you like to keep it mute and cute, but it's important to like let your voice be heard and to engage in that practice. It's the only way to grow your confidence in your voice. And it's just very important to be able to like speak well and with conviction and with confidence in every setting. And it's not until you like learn to speak up more that you'll really feel confident.
And I feel that, to bounce off of what you said, speaking up also makes you more comfortable with taking up space in general. Because when you take up space with your voice, you are basically letting people know, I'm going to make sure you hear my voice. You will not shut me up. So that will translate to other areas of your life. You're going to end up taking space in every facet of your life after you're comfortable making sure your voice is heard.
Yeah.
So the next one is, don't let fear stop you from starting. So oftentimes when we're starting something new and we're scared of making a mistake or we're scared of not being good at something, that gets in the way of us starting or even completing. And it's very important you don't let that stop you, because if you stay fearful and if you stay stuck, you will have nothing to show for it. At least if you try and make mistakes, you grow from it, you learn from it, and through the mistakes, you'll succeed. If you stay in one place, you have nothing to show for it but unhappiness and being stifled. So go after all of your dreams, try everything that you want to do. When I first started finding like hobbies that I wanted to do, like I started making beats recently. When I first started, I was really excited. I made my first beat. I made a couple more. And then when I had to make some other beats, I would be kind of like fearful of making a mistake. Like I wasn't really sure if it'd be good, concerned about the outcome. And one good thing that I learned from Doechii, you know that rapper?
I was gonna mention Doechii, but you was talking so damn much, I couldn't get a word in.
Girl, bye.
But no, yeah, where she was like, when you first start something, like you're gonna be bad. Like,
Yeah. Let yourself be bad. You're not expected to be perfect once you first start something. So give yourself the space to be bad and make mistakes, and only through that can you win.
That was a bar. So another thing that you want to do is you want to find something that grounds you. So I feel like when you're going through this transformative journey where you're becoming a new woman, you're going to be enduring a lot of stress. You're going to be going through a lot of changes, and you're going to have a lot of self-doubt. And during this time period, you're going to have to find something that's going to be able to ground you during those moments. And it can be whatever it is that suits you and your beliefs, whether that's meditation, whether that's prayer, whether that's journaling, whatever it is that you need to kind of like connect with whatever higher power you believe in, and also your inner voice. You need to do those things in order to, like, I don't know what other way to say ground yourself, but in order to ground yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever brings you peace, you need to find it and you need to do it, and you need to do it like daily, like, because it's important to engage in that practice on a consistent basis. So, because if you already in crisis mode, baby, don't try to bring out the damn journal, because it ain't gonna work. Like, you need to be doing it every day in order to like keep yourself in a good space of mind. That way, when shit really hits the fan, like,
Don't bring up the journal when you're in crisis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's gonna be a point in time. Like, say you're a new, I don't know. Say you're a new entrepreneur or whatever. Create that practice so you can kind of like
self-regulate along the way. And
yes.
then once you get to a point where you're really struggling, it would be more of a self-soothing act rather than you trying to just scramble to get it out.
In addition to like I think that things like journaling and prayer, they're great to like ground you, or meditation also. They're great to ground you and to create a foundation of faith for yourself and something to draw from when you need strength. But I also think that you need to find hobbies or other things that you like to engage in that are purely fun. So that means like doing self-care things like going to the spa. If you don't got no money, put a mask on, take a bath, do a scrub. It doesn't have to be anything that costs money, but engage in self-care activities. Find ways to release stress, whether that's physical and mental. So I think everybody should work out. I think you should be working out, yoga, cardio, strength training, whatever it is that you like to do, but find some way to have that physical catharsis. And then also, I also think that you should find some way to release like mental stress. And that's not just journaling, because I won't say that like journaling or meditation or prayer is like a chore, but I feel like it's something you do to it's for a purpose. But what I'm saying is like, whether it's knitting, like something mindless that you can do that kind of turns your brain off, but you really enjoy it and it makes you feel good. Like whether it's knitting or sewing or drawing or painting, like something like that. Things we used to do when we were kids. And I also feel like focusing on like those little goals, like
help to work your confidence, bring your confidence
and
up.
Something bigger that you want to do too. Like, I want to be able to learn how to skate backwards, and you do it. Like that is going to build your confidence to, I want to open up my own restaurant.
Yep. Every new skill you learn puts you outside of your comfort zone and pushes you to be better. So you celebrate the little wins as well as the big wins.
Another big thing that you need to do is envision yourself living your dream daily. So whether that's you writing in your journal, whether that's you writing in your notes app or on the journal app on your phone, so you can kind of add to it, whatever you need to do, create like a full picture of what you want your future to look like. That is what you want yourself to look like, what you want to talk like, how you want to interact with people, what you want to be doing, type of house that you want to live in, everything. Like have a good idea of, what you want, the community you want to be surrounded with. And I'm saying that, but for the girls, I'm speaking to the girls. And for the girls, I strongly believe that when you're making this vision for your future, it shouldn't include a man, okay? I know some of y'all are gonna hate me for that. Y'all gonna want to have to tussle, but leave him out of it, okay?
It's about you.
It's about you, and it might not happen. Like,
and
it's
not
about,
everyday mandem.
It's about you and what you want your life to look like. It's nice, like if you have some type of goal for marriage and kids or whatever, leave it out. That's not what we're talking about, okay?
And to pivot off of that in a positive note, when you have your dream life or you're in the career, the space you want to be in, I feel you have a higher chance of finding your person. If it's meant to happen. So focus on making your life as perfect or as ideal as possible. Chase your dreams, focus on what you want for yourself, and the partner will come, and it will be a partner that is aligned with you because you're in the spaces you're supposed to be in. So don't worry about mandem right now. Worry about your goals, and then, the man will come. But yeah, that's not the focus.
It's not the focus because I feel like the second that you add a man or marriage or whatever into like your goals, it should not be a goal. It should be a plus to whatever your life is.
You're no longer focusing on yourself.
The second that you start to focus on like whatever partner that you want, as if that won't fall into, like you just said, will not fall into place on its own if you have embodied the person that you want to be. The second that you start doing that, I feel like it's the second that you're focusing too much on a romantic relationship or a man. And it's the second that you're more likely to settle, to be honest, to fulfill that goal. So just don't. Like, and then if it fits, if it works, it does. And if it doesn't, it's too bad, so sad. Like, who cares?
And yes, when you are on your journey of really believing in yourself and believing in your future, sometimes you start something and don't complete it all the way because you truly don't believe in yourself. So envisioning daily you in your picture perfect life will make it so you always have that fire under your belt or under your butt.
Yeah, so like write it down and continue to like add to it when you have more ideas of what you can change it, girl. Like, but and also be reading it like on a day-to-day basis so you can remember, have it at the forefront of your mind of this is what I'm fighting for. So those are our tips and tricks as to how to become the best version of yourself. I want you to put these things into motion and give yourself like 90 days and see if it starts to make a difference in you making strides towards the things that you want to do. And then give it a year and then come back. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. I ain't lying. So. But yeah. So.
All right, y'all. I hope you guys got something from this video, and we'll be coming back with more videos every week. Bye.